Hello, good evening, and welcome to my channel, Simply Queen by Sherelle. That's me, the seamstress. I'm doing this quick live video tonight to, as the title said, to do an update on how production is going for my upcoming event this month. It is the Kunta Kinte Festival that will be hosted, where it's hosted every year in Annapolis, Maryland. And this year it's going to be down at the City Docks. It's been there for a few years now. It is a big deal to the natives of my hometown, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. I participated in 2019 for the first time, signed up to participate last year, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the event was canceled. Was kind of iffy about participating this year, as you know, we're still not out of the woods of this pandemic, but the festival will go on, and I feel really good about being able to protect myself as well as any potential shoppers that visit my tent boutique, and it is an outdoor event. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's the end of the month. Now, production is going about as well as to be expected. I've had quite a few setbacks in trying to prepare for the festival, and I even thought about just withdrawing a couple of times, but I said no. I will not be defeated in that manner. I will just roll with what I have, and I know that what I have is more than sufficient, will be more than sufficient, because everything that I do and everything that I present to the public, I strive for excellence. So I wasn't concerned at all about not being able to do my best. So the reason why I considered withdrawing is because I just didn't want to add any more stress to myself. Many of you who follow me on Facebook and know me personally, you know that I just lost my dad a little more than a month ago, and leading up to his passing, it was a challenge. He was in a facility, for seniors, and if you have a loved one who has been in a facility during this pandemic, then you know that visiting them had been almost non-existent, for well over a year. But thankfully, towards his passing, the restrictions on visitations had started to loosen a little bit, and so I was fortunate enough to be able to spend about an hour with him weekly, once a week. And for that, I, will always be grateful. Shout out to the front desk worker and some of the employees there at South River Rehab and Health Center. Phenomenal women. Miss Bonnie, my cousin Tertia, and a couple of my dad's personal assistants. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's all a matter of how you treat people, because, the visits were supposed to be 20 minutes. But, let's just say, my minutes, went a little more than 20 minutes. And I'm just forever grateful for that extra time that, I was blessed with to spend with him. So with all that said, I haven't been able to really do a lot of sewing for the festival. And so I thought about it, and I said, well, I have this fancy embroidery machine, so why don't I just roll with that? I'm not going to say that it's a no-brainer, but I didn't have to be as on point as I need to be when, I'm cutting fabric and measurements and things of that nature, all the things that are involved in um, the making of garments. And, trying to make garments for a festival has its challenges because, you're going to sew a couple of sizes. It's just impossible for a one person operation to sew a size, one garment for each size. I mean, I'd have to do this full time and overtime to be able to even think about offering a few garments in every size. So that's a setback when you're trying to sew garments for a festival. So then the next best thing to do would be to try to select garments that will work for a number of sizes. Such garments might be a wrap skirt or a duster, an oversized duster, or swing tops, sleeveless garments, because something might fit somebody, but if they have larger arms, and so it can be a real challenge trying to sew garments for a festival. So unfortunately, in like 2019, I don't even know how I did it. I had a lot of stuff. I'm not going to have a lot of garments already prepared this time around. What I thought I would do is I would have a few pieces on display, but then I would have a good quantity of fabric so that if you want one of the items that I will showcase, then you can go ahead and custom order your size. And I will only offer a few pieces like that because, there are only so many hours in a day, and I'm not going to put myself through shifting gears like that. Because after every event, or at least every event that I've participated in, yes, I've been blessed enough to walk away with several orders. And so I enjoy doing vending events and festivals. A lot of people in this business, they tend to shy away from it. So I'm only going to allow a lot for myself, a number of time slots, meaning I will only take so many orders. I will only take so many custom orders because I don't want to be heading into 2022 still owing people stuff. I don't function that way. So with that being said, that's how I am going to be moving forward in terms of the clothing part of what I will offer. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of embroidering, and I've been embroidering a lot. Initially, I started on satin jackets for the children. And I thought that would be a piece of cake, but that ended up being more work than I was bargaining for, because I quickly learned that embroidering on satin, because it is such a delicate fabric, you have to get it right. And some of the images that I was embroidering are too dense, and it did not matter, how I stabilized the fabric, it just was not going to work. So I only did a few of those, and I will have a couple available at the festival, but I am not going to offer them as a remake item. Because like I said, it was more than what I bargained for. Now, what I will offer is if you absolutely want something on a satin jacket, then I will procure a ready-made satin jacket. I'm not going to go through the trouble of making it from scratch. So I will have a couple of those. So I've also been embroidering a number of jean jackets, and that has its challenges too, because every piece of denim is different. Some denims have stretch, some denim does not have stretch. Most of the jackets that are offered on the market are made with stretch denim. And again, depending upon the image, I've run several jean jackets over the past couple of months because as you're stitching, the denim sometimes can stretch and the image will be thrown off. And so if you can imagine, you're constantly, that needle is constantly working an area. And so things shift a little bit. So, an eye is supposed to be here, but by the time it gets around to stitching, filling in the eye, I mean, the eye is like way out in left field somewhere. So, and, you just can't, you cannot, seam rip embroidered stuff. You can do it, and I have done it, and it was an extreme circumstance that I did it. And I will never do that again. I don't care what it is. So with that said, let me lead into this tidbit on how I will function going forward. I may not embroider on personal items that a client will provide if that item cannot be replaced. Now I understand why, and I would always get things embroidered. And I never really understood why they would charge a separate fee if I'm giving you the item. Well, that fee is for insurance, because if that the vendor, damaged or messed up the item, then they want to be able to, cover it. Some things you can't replace. I mean, it might be a keepsake item that you want embroidered. If I do decide to embroider on something like that, be prepared to sign a waiver. So yeah, it has its challenges. But I will have a number of jackets, all different sizes, at the festival. And so I'm going to show you a couple now, a couple that are completely finished. And these are pretty much one of a kind. I really haven't made two of the same. I recently did two with the same image but different colors. So this one here, and I apologize for the lighting. I'm in my office because that's what kind of time I'm on. I have on this ratty, wrinkled denim shirt, and I had the nerve to put on some fabulous earrings. But, I'm a hot mess. It's how I'm feeling. But I wanted to go live because I'm about to start packing up some of the completed items for the festival. And I don't feel like taking pictures and making a whole separate video for my channel. My time has, I've run my time short. So in lieu of all that, I am doing this live video, and I'm going to show you what I have and tell you what I will have and what I won't have. So this is number one. This is for a youth, and it's a size 10-11 denim jacket, and it's got this beautiful colorful trim. And yes, my nails are a hot mess. I do need to go and get them done. They have this beautiful, I really shouldn't have my nails this close to the camera, but anyway, the buttons are sparkly with stones. And then this is the image on the back. Black Girl Magic. And then it has the same trim at the bottom. Now, originally, I thought that, so technically a name or whatever you want on this jacket could go here, or it could go here. I haven't decided if I will offer, name customization on the spot, or if you want something added, then I can bring the item back with me, and I can add the whatever you want and then ship it to you. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do just yet on that. So that's one. And I have several, but I'm not going to bring them all in here, but I just wanted to have a couple. So this one here is my latest design. I haven't finished this jacket, but I do want to show you the back panel. Look at that. Look at that shoe. And it's a beautiful shiny red. And it says Simply Fabulous. Isn't that beautiful? So this one isn't finished, and it's an adult large. Okay. This one here is an adult medium. And this one says dope, pretty dope. And this one has an applique as well as embroidery. So the head wrap is fabric applique with embroidering over top of it, and then the silhouette is embroidered. Okay, so that's an adult medium. And then this last piece that I will show is actually mine. And this is her. And it says peace and love, because that's what that image was kind of speaking to me, was saying. Okay. And see, it's not even finished. I have this trim pinned on. I haven't even put it on yet. So that's still a work in progress. And then before I get off of here, I do want to show you the few accessories, because I did post on Instagram me working on these panels, and these panels actually became little handbags. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 of these, and one is already spoken for. So this is handmade from start to finish, and it's a little quilted tote, and it says Black and Beautiful, and that's in gold. The stitching is gold. Okay, and then the back has the melanin popping with the ankh. And tonight I just was stitching on the little handmade tag, because I haven't ordered my garment tags yet, and I could probably get them in time, but I do not want to rush. So I just put those in there. So I'm going to package these up tonight. So I have 3 of these, all the same size, and I have these 2. And like I said, one of these is already spoken for. No, do not inbox me asking to purchase them. You have to come to the festival. I had cut a couple more to make, but to be honest with you, they take a lot of time to make. So 5 is all that I'm going to go with. I may do a couple more for the Christmas holiday, but for the festival, just these 5. One is already spoken for. I may make one more to replace the one that has already sold. And then I have these 2 denim ones. And this one says Simply a Queen. And then there's a back pocket with the ankh. And then again, I just stitched on the handmade tag. And then this is the other one. She is so beautiful. Simply a Queen. That's the pocket, same pocket on the back. And of course the, colorful handles. So anyway, that's a sneak peek of some of the items that I will have at the festival. I wanted to, show you what I had thus far. It's certainly not everything that I have, but just a sample of what I have. I'm about to pack things up. And again, I didn't feel like, doing a photo show and doing a whole separate edited video, because I just don't have that kind of time right now. My time is creeping up on me. So I hope that you have enjoyed this live video. Please give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I will see you soon. All right. Have a blessed night. Thank you. I appreciate your comment, Andrea. You have a wonderful evening.